Hi guys.
Hello.
Welcome to the Pat and Deb show.
Welcome to the Deb and Pat show.
Thank you guys for supporting us.
We
and
love you.
Always watching, but
We love you.
I know some of you haven't, been wondering where we've been, but
We've been here all the time, waiting for you guys.
yeah, we have been. But today we're going to talk about how we lost.
A nephew.
Oh, nephew. Babysitting.
That little guy just ran away.
So we went to the park. We had them for the weekend because my
Okay,
sister-
hold on. Let's set the background.
Yeah.
We had one. How many kids we had?
We had 6 of them.
We had 6 of them. Okay. The oldest one is 9. Next oldest is 8 and 7.
Yes.
7 and then 4 and then 1 and some months.
Yes, 1 year and a few months.
Yes.
And then Walter, which is 4. We had 2 4-year-olds, 2 8-year-olds, 1 9-year-old.
Around there, and we had to watch all of them, and we did pretty well, but they're a lot to handle. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
this one incident.
And we were having such a great time with
We
them.
were.
Honestly, it's kind of nice to have them run around and
At the park.
at the park, and so it was a fun time. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
we went to the park.
We did. And those kids ran around and had a great time.
They had such a great time.
And it was time to go. We're like, hey, let's go home. It's getting a little bit late.
Right.
And as we were walking, they were on these little scooters, little razors or something. And I seen them starting to get a little too far.
Right.
I said, come back. And one of them came back, and the other one just kept
Going. He just kept going. So then Devin is running after him, trying to find
I was
him.
yelling and screaming.
Screaming, and I'm like,
I was
okay.
pushing a little baby in a
And
carriage.
she was pushing the baby, so I started
Yeah.
to run too, to find him, yell his name. His name is Jay. So
His name is Jay.
I'm yelling, right?
Yeah.
Jay. Everybody is starting to yell in the group, including the little one.
Even
was
the
like-
little one, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, every time I yelled, this little 1.5-year-old or something
Yeah,
like that,
she yells
she yelled
too.
the same thing.
Yeah.
It was kind of cute.
Yeah.
But I wasn't scared. I was kind of concerned, right? And
I
then when I
was-
came back to the house and I knew he wasn't there, that's
That
when I
was
was
when-
like, what the?
For me, at first, I wasn't very nervous. I just thought, okay, I'm gonna find him.
Yeah.
Maybe he just.
You were concerned.
I was concerned, but I
Yeah.
was looking for him. I was like, oh yeah, he's just probably a little bit ahead of me.
Or
I
he's
can
at the
find
house,
him.
or he's
at the house because
Yeah.
we were maybe 10 or 15 minutes away from the park by
Yeah,
walking
exactly. 15 minutes walk from the
park to our house.
Yeah, and then we were already halfway there, so it was literally like a 8-minute walk just to get to the house. So we figured, he was here, but when he wasn't here, that
We
was
started
then,
to freak out.
you start to go into
Panic mode.
Yeah, panic,
So I
or
started to panic. My
search
nieces
and
and
rescue
nephew.
mode.
Yeah, my nieces and nephew.
Yeah.
They mean the word to me, So
It would be
I
horrible.
started to panic. I got in my car, driving for
Call
rental.
911.
I called 911. The first thing they did was call 911,
Yeah.
right? Like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
missing a kid. And they
I jumped in my car, went driving around to the park, around where we
looking.
were,
911 is like, madam, don't
I mean-
panic. What's the no? They're getting information what's the
Yeah.
child's name? What's he wearing? What's he on? I'm giving them all this information. When was the last time you saw him? How old is he? And this woman is asking a lot of questions, which that's her job, right? But
her
I'm
job.
freaking out. I'm driving, talking, crying, panicking, looking for this kid. I could not call my sister and say
we wanted to find him first, right? So
Yeah.
the thing happened so quick. It was literally 20 minutes to maybe 25 minutes from when we lost him to when we found him. It was right around 25 minutes probably, right? And so when you lose a kid, as time goes by, you get more nervous, more scared, more anxious. You start thinking, oh, these things are...
all those bad
all
things.
these bad
I'm not gonna lie, I
things,
was thinking it already.
Yeah.
It was like, holy smokes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we're in a pretty good
Neighborhood, yeah.
And state. Do we tell them what state we live in?
yeah, we live in Utah,
Yeah,
so
so-
we live in a really good neighborhood.
And
Of course,
overall, Utah's not a very crazy state, right? Like Chicago obviously is a little different, but you still gotta be careful though. You still gotta be careful.
Yeah.
So,
And our neighborhood is good, but there's good neighbors with this always
it's crazy.
some bad people, some bad, you know what I mean? So
bad apples out there.
Yeah. So anyway,
But so she's on the phone with 911.
You're driving
I'm
around looking for him.
And she gets. What happened? So you call 911.
So I called 911 and they getting all this information. I'm crying, panicking, driving, hysterical. And you're like, and the woman's like, madam, calm down. I think we found him.
Yep. Thank God.
The sign of relief. I was like, what? You found him? Like, she had to say it like 5 times. Like, yeah, madam, I think we found him. I was like, you found him? He's okay? He's like, yes, madam, I think we found him. Count down, I think we found him. I'm not a mom, but I could feel what you mothers go through.
Yes, yeah.
May God bless you all. Whether it's your biological or adopted, like whatever it is you're caring for a child. May God bless you, because in that moment, I had a heart attack. I swear I thought I had a heart attack. I was crying. I was shaking.
She was crazy, yeah. Anyways. I wasn't nervous, so you always have to have some sense of calm, though, right?
Yeah.
Because you got to focus on what you're trying to do, right? If it really goes down where there was some foul play at part, you got to be focused to try to see what's going on.
Yeah.
But thank God we found him quick. That's all I'm going. The best thing we could have done was found him quick. And so, what did he do? So tell us.
But this kid was amazing, by the way. Like, I was really impressed. He's 8 years old by him and what he did. So yes, he did take his scooter and run past us. So after the whole experience, I told him to write an essay on what happened, because I wanted to understand his point of view, why he left, like
where'd he go,
where he went, who he talked to. I wanted to really understand. My sister got all the information, obviously, because when I took him home, my sister asked him. But I wanted to know for myself, because it's just good information and education for me, and I wanted to feel what that kid felt in that moment. So his story was so sad, guys. So he said he was riding the scooter and he thought he was going to be able to get home.
Whatever he thought wrong, but he knew which way to go, but he went the different way. Because I think he thought he could go around here and get to the house.
He also was confident enough that he thought he was going to be able to locate our place, but then he got to a point where he realized he was lost, according to his essay.
He was only when we look back at it, he was only like a block away. Literally, he was like a block on the other side. We were yelling for him, and he's like gone. So
and you know what was the crazy part? He said that when we were yelling for him, he heard us. But he didn't know. So, and he heard us, and he started trying to find our voices. And the more he tried to find our voices, the lesser.
But after a while, we stopped saying. I stopped yelling. After I yelled for like a good 10. I don't even know how long we yelled, but after a time period, he didn't come back. I didn't say anything after that. Maybe we should have kept on saying something.
Maybe we could have kept on. But he said he was hearing us yell in his essay.
Yes.
Like, I was hearing your voices. I tried to find the voice. So he tried to go towards the voices, but apparently he was going away from the voice, right?
That's what he said.
So that was like so sad for this 8-year-old writing this essay. And then he said when he realized he was lost, he went knocking on people's doors in the neighborhood. And so he knocked on this person's door, like 4. I think the 4th person opened, and then he backed out and was like, can you please call 911? Can you please call 911? I'm lost. So the kid was smart enough, right, to be able to call 911, because it was getting dark. At this time, it was getting to like 9, and it was like beginning to get dark.
8:45, 9.
So then the person called 911, and that's how 911 was able to get the kid. And then when I called, they were like, "Madam, we found him." But
thank God for the police officers, man. They
honestly,
came, they found him.
They brought him home.
I mean, obviously 911 is it's a great service.
Honestly. So this is the thing, though. Like, the kid, he was smart, dude, too. And so when he wrote his essay, when we were talking about his essay, I was asking, okay, who was the person that opened the door? Did you go into their houses? Because I'm trying to teach him all those things that kids will always wonder. You need to teach them what they could do to be safe. I was like, did you get into the person's house? She's like, no, you can never get into strangers' house. I was like, good, never get into strangers' house. Never. And then I asked him, were you close enough to the person? He's like, no. When I rang the doorbell, I went back so that they cannot grab me in case you're not nice people.
Yes.
So he was super smart. I was so proud of him. And I think I'm gonna take him out and
No. He's still punished. You're like my mom. She'd be like, "You're punished for a week." Like the next day, I was like, "Okay, I'm going out."
I think Devin is going to be the stricter parent here. He thought I was going to be the stricter parent, but
well, it depends on the It depends on what the crime they did.
the crime.
Okay, you gotta show them like you commit something, you get caught, you're gonna pay. That's how it goes, man.
The kid, but this is the thing. Like I did talk to him about that. I was really strict. Like because we were in a group and he left the group, and there were two of the kids that left. And one of them came back. He just didn't.
So it's a good training episode for our future
family. But
that's
so babysitting gone wrong.
Yeah, babysitting gone wrong, man. So
and when I called my sister after I found him, because I was like, okay, I'm going to find him first. Like that first 10 minutes, I wanted to do the right thing. Call 911. The police, let everyone know.
We were doing these. It was just natural, right? Bam, 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 bam. Just to make sure we could get it. Maybe we could solve it, which we did. But if they didn't find it at some point within the next 15 to 20 minutes,
I would have called my sister. But my sister, when I called her, I told her everything. She was like, "Oh, I would have not been so nervous because Jay is really smart. Like I teach him these things, what to do in case they are lost. How they can, You
gotta train them.
Yeah, it's really important. My sister did a good job. My sister made them memorize the address, their home address, their phone number, her phone number, her husband's phone number,
and 911, obviously.
Yeah, and 911 and what to do. So that's all.
So it was in the end. It was a good
ending.
Yeah. So just so you know, babysitting gone wrong. You gotta watch your kids. Gotta watch your kids.
Dude, when they're 8 years old, man, they're very hyperactive.
And we thought, you go to Walmart, you see this wall of kids missing.
It's scary.
It's scary. It's really scary. So but in the end, happy ending.
Yes, happy ending.
Just our story.
This is our story. We hope you guys have a good one.
Man.
All right, have a good one.